Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be doing a full coverage foundation routine and trying to cover up all my acne. So if you are interested in seeing how this goes, stay tuned. Okay guys, so first off I'm going to start out with this Cetaphil Oil Control Moisturizer and just apply it all over my face before I start my foundation. So just taking 2 pumps of this and then gently rubbing it into my skin. Okay, so now that that is all sitting in, I'm just going to let it soak into my skin for another 5 to so minutes and just make sure it really gets into my skin. Okay, so now that my moisturizer is set into my skin, I'm going to be taking this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. So next I'm going to be taking this Maybelline concealer in shade 15 for fair skin and just applying it anywhere where I have a blemish and then blending it out with my beauty blender. Okay, so now that I have my concealer on and I blended it all out with my beauty blender, I'm going to be taking this Milani Conceal Imperfect. This is a 2-in-1 foundation. This is a concealer and a foundation, and this is in shade Medium Beige, number 4. And this you can also find at the drugstore, and I'm going to be applying this with a brush actually, and then going in on top of my beauty blender and just dabbing to make sure there's no extra cakiness. Gosh. Okay, so just taking 3 pumps, I'm going to apply that onto the back of my hand and just apply it onto my brush because I feel like a brush does give you more full coverage. If you're going for a more natural look, I would say definitely use a beauty blender, but in the areas that I do see cakiness, I am going to blend it out with the beauty blender. And I am not going to do circular motions for this since I do want full coverage, and I feel like when you do circular motions it tends to move the product around a lot. So I'm just going to be using a stippling effect and applying this all over my face. Okay, so now that it is all blended out, I'm going to just be taking my beauty blender and basically going into the T-zone because that's where I find the most cakiness, and just blending it out with this to give it a more natural feel. Next I'm going to be going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just baking it underneath my eyes with a beauty blender. So just applying a little powder onto the lid and just dipping in my beauty blender and applying it straight underneath my eyes. And I'm actually going to apply this to a little bit onto my forehead and a little bit onto my chin because I feel like it is a little oily. Okay, so now that I have this powder on, I'm just going to let it set into my skin for a little bit, and I feel like this does make a total difference. I would say definitely if you are oily, I do like to bake underneath my eyes and sometimes on my T-zone because I feel like I get oily and then my foundation just like rubs off and does not stay in place no matter how much setting spray you use. So definitely if you are like going to wear this all day, I would definitely bake underneath your eyes, and it just gives you a really good look. So now that that is baking, I'm going to be contouring with this Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette and using this shade right here and just applying my contour. Okay, now that the powder has locked into place, I'm just going to be dusting it off with a big fluffy brush. Going in for my highlight, I'm going to be using this Anastasia Nicole Guerra palette and taking this shade right here, Glow Getter, and applying it anywhere where I want to highlight. Make sure my makeup stays all day. I'm going to be using this makeup setting spray from Urban Decay. This is long lasting and just spraying a couple squirts onto my face. And just letting that dry in. As I'm letting that dry, I'm going to be taking this MAC this MAC lipstick and applying it onto my lips. Okay guys, if you like this look, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I post twice a week on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I throw in bonus videos here and there. Thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you thought of this look. Bye guys!